Hello guys and girls, thanks for joining me. Welcome back. I got asked by a subscriber to tell you exactly how much my HGV training cost me. So today that is exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell you as well how much it's going to cost me for my Class 1 training in the future, because that's probably where I'm going to end up. And then I'm going to tell you how much it's going to cost if you did it all separately, because at Red Rose they do the training in 3 stages. Stage 1 consists of a medical. You get the official theory book, which is your revision book, the driving assessment fee, the test booking fee, the theory tuition and exam practice, the multiple choice theory test and the hazard perception test, and the practical driving test fee. That's stage 1. Stage 2 is your lessons and the test itself, and stage 3 is the CPC. So, stage 1, the medical fee and application is £75. The official theory test book, revision book, is £18. The driving assessment's £35. Test booking fees £14. The theory tuition and exam practice is £45. The theory test and hazard perception test is £50. And then the practical driving test fee for them to arrange it and sort it out, etc., is £115. Altogether, that comes to £352. Now, if you go to Red Rose and say that you want all of that, they will actually knock you £113 off and charge you £239, which is what I paid. I paid £239 for all of that, which, if you think about it, it's a really good deal because, and I'm not sponsored by Red Rose or getting paid to say this or anything like that. I don't know how other training providers work. I haven't got a clue because I've only used Red Rose. I was introduced to them and that's who I used. So I don't actually know how much any other training providers cost. But the medical and the application is £75. The driving assessment's £35. And the practical driving test fee is £115. That's £225. If you add on the price of the theory book, which is £18, that brings you to £243. So you're getting your theory tuition and your exam practice for free, and you're getting your multiple choice, your hazard perception for free, and you're getting your test booking fee free. So £239 seems like a pretty good deal to me. Your theory test itself, if you want to do it yourself, is £26. The hazard perception is £11, and your CPC module 2 is £23. That's £60 altogether. So that's stage 1, £239. Stage 2 are your lessons and the hire of the truck on the test day. My lessons were £48 an hour, and I required 14 hours of lessons. I did have a couple more. I think I had about 15.5 to 16 hours, but I got charged for 14, which was £672. Plus £144 for the hire of the vehicle on the test day, which brought it to £816. And I also paid for at the same time stage 3, which was CPC module 2 and module 4, which was £214.50, which brings it to a grand total of £1,030.50. That was for stage 2 and stage 3. So altogether, my training from start to finish cost me £1,269.50. That's how much it all cost. Originally, I was quoted, right before I even did my medical, roughly around £1,498. That's how much I got quoted originally. The bulk of the price that you pay is in your lessons. So the less lessons you have, the cheaper it's going to be, because £672 I paid for my lessons. So the less lessons you can have, the better. There's also something else that you need to buy, and that is your digital tachograph card. That cost me £39, I think, because I think it was £32 for the card. Then I got sent it off for a postal order, and they charged me £2.50 or £3 for my postal order, and I sent it first class recorded. So they charged me an extra £1.40 or whatever it was for that. I think it comes to £39 for that. So that's something extra you have to do. Now, if I was doing it again, this is what I'd recommend. I hope you stayed this far in the video. I'm trying to go through it as fast as I can because I know people are sick of me talking. I can tell by my analytics, I think they call it. People hate my talking. But anyway, if you're going to do your training yourself, if you've not started it yet, I would recommend doing it in a slightly different order than what I've done it in, so that you can do it as fast as possible, because I've been sat around waiting now for about a month and I still can't go and get a job now, because I got told yesterday when I did my module 4 that I had to wait until the card come through, because a test certificate is not actually proof that I'm a professional qualified driver. So I'm still sitting around waiting. So what I would do, first thing you need to do, send off your driving license to get HGV provisional on the back. It's completely free to do. DVLA do it for free. Then once that comes back, you could probably book your theory test, your hazard perception test and your CPC test at the same time that you send off your license. But if you're better being safe than sorry, wait until your license comes back with provisional on the back, and then book your theory test, your hazard perception test and your CPC module 2. Book them 3 together. It's 60 quid. That's what I'd recommend. I waited until I think I waited until I'd passed, until I booked my module 2, which it just wasted a lot of time. I had to wait for my module 2 for about 3 weeks, and then I had to wait for my module 4 for 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Or I might have booked my module 2 a couple of weeks before I did my test. But whichever way I did it, I've been waiting around for ages, which I've not liked doing. So send your driving licence off, book your theory, book your hazard perception and book your CPC module 2. Also, send off for a DigiCard, your digital tachograph card. It's 32 quid plus postal order plus postage. So call it 40 quid. So altogether it's going to cost you around about 100 quid to start off. Then phone up a training provider and tell them you've booked your theory, you've booked your hazard perception, you've booked your module 2, you've got your provisional licence, you've got your tachograph card. Can you get me in for a medical and an assessment? Or if you want to arrange a medical yourself, you can do. There's loads of places out there that do medicals. You can have them done at your doctor's. I think it's 50 quid at your doctor's. Or you can have them done privately. Privately is usually cheaper because they'll have you in and out. Like when I did mine at Red Rose, I was in and out in 15 minutes, I think. Really nice, really pleasant, really fast. Job done, see you in a bit, crack on. So that's how much it cost me. 1,270 quid, call it, nearly 1,300 quid. My Class 1 is going to cost me quite a bit less. All I have to do for my Class 1 is an assessment, which costs 20 quid. Then my lessons, which are £48 an hour, however many lessons I might need. 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, I don't know. And then my test. I think they charge 249 quid for the test. That's for the vehicle hire and for the examiner to come out and do his job. 249 quid. So hopefully it's going to cost around about £1,000 for doing my Class 1. That's what I've been quoted, that's what I've been told. I will be returning to Red Rose for that. So when I do start doing that, I will be vlogging a little bit more about HGV training, probably cameras on my head and all that stuff. So there you go. I hope I've been informative. I didn't actually revise what I was going to say in this video because I've literally got 20 minutes to record it and get it out before the kids come home from football. So I've just slapped it together. If I've missed anything out, make sure you ask me in the comments box below. I reply to all my comments, every single one of them I reply to. If you don't ask me anything or whatever, then I'll just leave a love heart at the side of it. So if there's anything you need, let me know. If you've enjoyed watching this video, if I've helped you in any way, shape or form, please do like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.